You're watching the Wellness Hour, news that makes you healthier. I'm Randy Alvarez. Today's topic, extreme smile makeovers. We're talking about full mouth reconstruction. According to my first guest, he says your teeth and your gums are never too bad or far gone to have the smile you've always wanted. With us, we have Dr. Blake Vidrine. Dr. Vidrine, welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me, Randy. It's great to be here.
Now, you brought a stack of photos. So we'll get to as many of those as possible. You're kind of in and around, I mean, you're from Louisiana?
Yeah. Grew up there, lived there pretty much my whole life. Did a little training out of state, but I'm back now and I love it there.
So let's begin with because I know the full mouth reconstruction is a dental term. It's what you guys call rehabilitation. But give us a working definition today, because these people, I guess, are really bad off with teeth and gums. So like, who is the typical patient?
Exactly. So our typical patients are people just like me and you. They often don't like their teeth. They often been hiding at home and they don't want to go out, and they just don't have the self-confidence that they need.
Hiding at home?
Yeah, really.
I mean, you've had patients that say they don't like to go out because of their teeth?
Absolutely. It's a confidence thing. And it's something that you really have to be confident in your face, your smile, to really get out of the house, hang out with your friends, be out in public. And it's sad that some people have to feel that way, like they don't even want to leave. And a lot of these patients have bad teeth, broken teeth, missing teeth, bleeding gums, bad breath. I mean, the list just goes on. And a lot of times they just don't know what to do about it, and they're lost. So
okay, is it true? Like at the top of the show, I said that you believe that your teeth and gums are never too far gone to have the smile you've always wanted. Is that a bit of a exaggeration or overstatement?
No, it's absolutely true. They're never too far gone. There's always something that we can do. It's what we're here for. It's what we do, and we can just help a lot of people out with that. For a full mouth reconstruction that we do, or extreme smile makeover, some people call it, we use a combination of procedures to help these patients with their bad teeth, bad gums, get them the smile they've always wanted, and they can eat again too. Okay. And that's a thing that a lot of people are missing, and especially in Louisiana. What does everyone associate Louisiana with?
Food, music?
Food, music, culture. That's our culture. It's cooking, it's food, it's boudin, cracklings, things that are hard to eat if you don't have good teeth. If you're missing back teeth, you can't bite into a crackling and chew it with just your front teeth. It's something you have to have, and that's something that we can replace for people. They can go to their crawfish boil. They can eat boiled crabs, boiled shrimp. They can chew on oysters. It's things that a lot of people are missing in Louisiana that they can't really do right now.
And as far as these people that are coming in for these, full mouth reconstruction, you say that, I mean, up into their 70s and 80s, they do this.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's really no age limit to it. The oldest person I've personally worked on was 84, and I don't see any reason.
Why would they want to do that?
Well, I mean, when you're 84, you're still living life. I mean, you want a good smile. You want to be able to eat.
Okay, yeah.
Whenever you visit your grandkids, you want to take pictures with them. You want them to be proud of the person that you are too. You want them to remember you for your smile, for your personality, that you were confident, you taught them things, and you really want to be around them, feel that confidence, and have pictures with them that they can remember you from.
Now, at your center, I guess, you say that people don't like going to the dentist. You're aware of that, right? But some of the things you're doing would require several specialists, right? So I guess you're able to do some root canals. You've had training in that. Mm-hmm. Typically, you might go to the endodontist. Wisdom teeth, you do that?
Yes, we do wisdom teeth.
You make cosmetic dentures? I should let you talk. So tell me some of the different things you do.
Yeah, we try and do a little bit of everything and serve our patients the best we can. One of the things that patients like the least is getting thrown all over town. They don't like going to other places. They don't want to go to the oral surgeon for an extraction. They don't want to go to the endodontist. It's more traveling. The specialists are more expensive. Just takes more time off of work. It's just not something that people want to do.
So it's kind of all done right there.
Yep, we do everything we do in-house. We even do a lot of our own lab work in-house.
Okay.
There's only a couple things that we will send out, but for the most part, it helps us do things faster, more efficiently, and it makes things more cost effective.
Especially with these full mouth reconstructions, these like extreme smile makeovers, that it's more than just teeth. Because I made the mistake in the green room and I said, yeah, it's just teeth, right? It's like fighting words for you. But you say people change, like it's a big deal to them. Can you elaborate on that?
Absolutely, yeah. Your teeth and your smile it's such an important part, and I'll prove it to you. It's not just because I'm a dentist. If you look in any magazine out there, say take Men's Fitness for example, they always do these articles about attractive people, attractiveness, things like that, and smile or teeth is always in the top 3 of what people look at and think is attractive in someone, men and women.
Okay.
And it's right there on your face. It's what you use to express your happiness, your smile. If you're holding in your smile and you don't want to smile because you're embarrassed about your teeth, can you really be feeling that happiness fully? Probably not, because as soon as you want to laugh, you just think about, I can't laugh, I don't want to show my teeth. And it's really holding you back. And anything you don't like about yourself is going to hold you back, whether it's teeth, weight, how you look, your hair, whatever it is, that's just natural. And whenever you have that smile that you really feel confident in, other people will feed off of that.
Really?
Oh, yeah. Yeah. I mean, a smile, a nice smile can ignite romance. I mean, we have cases all the time where patients come in and they've been on hard times for a while, and we can rebuild their mouth, rebuild their smile, and everything's changed. They get a job, they get a girlfriend or a boyfriend, new relationships, new friends. They're going out more. They just feel like a totally different person.
All because of their teeth.
All because of their teeth. That's all it takes.
Is it the more of the self-confidence that they're getting back?
I think so. The self-confidence is the biggest thing.
Because that's attractive, right?
It is. You can see it. Imagine you go to a job interview. You're tired of being on TV. You're too famous now.
Okay.
You don't want to be famous anymore. So you have 2 interviewers. It's the same job. They're offering the same benefits. Everything's the same except the interviewers. The first one you go to, he's an old military sergeant, and he's plain and he's kind of scary. He doesn't smile. He's super serious. You answer all the questions the same. Then you have the second guy you go to, and he's smiling. He's engaging. Every time you give an answer he can tell you're confident, and he smiles and he nods.
Okay.
Which one are you going to work for? Everything being the same.
The one that looks confident and happy and things like that.
The one that made you feel calm. The one that felt inviting. The one you felt comfortable around. You think about the other guy. You think, well, do I really want to work with him? He's was a little scary.
Like grumpy.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to be around that every day. And people can feel that around you. Whenever you have that new smile, you just radiate that calmness and confidence, and it just completely changes everything.
And you see it.
Oh yeah, you can see it. Yeah, I mean, right from the beginning, when a patient looks in the mirror that first time, they see their new teeth, their nice full smile. They don't have, they can drink cold water again and it doesn't hurt. It completely changes everything, and there's tears and happiness and all kind of great stuff. And the opposite is true. People with bad teeth are judged, and it's unfair. It really is. So let's take movies, for example. That's kind of where all of our society's perceptions come from. If you want to make a bad guy, if you want to make a villain in a movie, what are you going to do to him? You're going to mess up his teeth.
Okay.
There's dentists that make clip-on things that go in and mess up their teeth just so they look scarier. You take a tooth off of somebody to make them look less educated. It's unfortunate.
Like the front tooth, like for Halloween.
Exactly.
Black it out.
Yeah, you black out a front tooth, use it in your costume. It's just how we're trained to think about people, and it's unfortunate and it's not fair, but it's the reality we live in.
That's right. Like in the movies, if somebody's homeless or they're trying to make somebody look really down and out, or a drug addict, they give them bad teeth.
Exactly, yeah.
And so that could all be turned around.
It can be, and it can be done quickly and in-house and efficiently. We've got the digital technology to do it. We can help create a smile. I've got some before and afters that I'll show you that they're...
What does it mean, digital technology? How has that changed dentistry? Because you really brought that up, especially on our conversations off camera.
So, no more goop. Most people have been to the dentist, the stuff they put in your mouth, it fills your mouth up. You got to wait 5 minutes with a mouthful of stuff. It's uncomfortable.
To take like impressions or something?
Yeah, to take impressions for crowns or anything. now we have scanners. They take pictures. We take full face pictures.
Like little cameras that go in the mouth?
Little cameras that go in the mouth that basically videos your teeth and makes digital models so you don't have to have those nasty impressions.
Well, that's nice.
And we do all those things, and it's more comfortable for our patients, and it helps us because it's a lot more efficient. It all goes right to the computer. We can pull it up. We can change things, manipulate things to help people get a custom smile that they're going to be comfortable in.
You're big on technology. Do you have like the newest stuff?
We have all the newest stuff, and it's absolutely worth it. It makes everything easier for us. It makes everything more predictable, more efficient. We can do it faster. We can do it more cost effective. It's absolutely worth it. It's a worthy investment.
And you're big on sedation.
We
Why?
are.
Why?
So sedation's great. If I was going to the dentist, I would get sedated. We have 2 ways that we sedate people.
Okay.
We have oral sedation, where you take a pill. I like oral sedation because it works. There's things that I don't like about it, though. It takes a while to kick in. You know, some dentists will put a patient in the waiting room and give them the pill, and then they sit there, and then the other patients start thinking, because they don't know what's going on, they start thinking, why is that person falling asleep and falling out of their chair?
Okay.
So it works really well, and one of the great things about it and IV sedation, which we offer, is that you don't remember anything.
You like IV sedation?
I love IV sedation.
Is it safer, you think, than the pill?
It is absolutely safer. All throughout the procedure, we monitor vital signs, blood pressure, heart rhythm, heart rate, oxygen, all those things to make sure that our patients are safe. If anything even starts to look like something's happening, we can stop. We've got ways to reverse it. It's just so much safer than oral, where you just kind of give them the pill and hope for the best.
Okay. Now, you're a general dentist, and I think you told me like less than 5% of all general dentists even have the do IV sedation.
Yeah, I would think probably even less than that, maybe even less than 1%. It's really low. Not a lot of people like to do it. It's difficult training. It takes a lot of time. It's expensive. It's a lot more involved. You have to go through all the inspections and stuff, but we're happy to do all that because it's better for our patients.
Because nobody likes going to the dentist, right?
Nobody does, not even me.
Did they ever say, hey, no offense, doctor, but I just don't like the dentist?
They do all the time. And I just say, well, that's okay. I don't like some of my patients. It's all right.
Is that right? And so IV sedation, you say they almost have, like you could do a complete extreme makeover. They're there for a couple of hours or so, and they think it's like 5 minutes.
Yeah, it feels like
true?
It feels like no time at all. You say, all right, are you ready? And they say, yeah, and then they drift off into la la land, and they feel great. For a little while, it feels like 5 minutes, and they wake up after, and they say, oh, that wasn't bad at all. I don't remember any of it.
You also do cosmetic dentures, like affordable dentures. Is that correct?
Absolutely. Yeah, we do that all the time. You know, sometimes it's all people can do, and sometimes it's all they want. And we're more than happy to provide that for our patients. It's different than it used to be. We have
How so?
Better materials. We do it a lot digitally. So it's just like everything else. It's faster. It's more cost effective.
Do they fit better?
They do
The newer
fit better.
dentures?
They fit better, and when you do it digitally, a great thing about it is that if it ever breaks or you drop it or you lose it or something like that, we have the files in our computer and we can print it out or mill it out however we made it.
Print it out?
Yeah, we do a lot of 3D printing.
You have like a digital printer?
Yeah.
That makes teeth?
Makes teeth, makes dentures, makes all kind of things. You can make anything with it.
Is that right?
Yeah.
And that's another thing that is rare in dental offices?
It's getting more common, but it's newer technology and it's great. It's going to change a lot of things in the next few years.
It's better because it's faster? Is that the main thing?
It's faster and it's easier to replace. It's cheaper. There's so many good things about it.
Let's take a look at some of these photos.
Sure. So this is Mr. Tommy. This is one of the patients that I saw earlier on. He had fallen on hard times. He was having a rough time. His family stopped talking to him. He had been through some things. One of his family members even told him that he looked scary. He's missing some teeth. He's got broken teeth of what's left, and he couldn't really eat anything. He told me he eats mashed potatoes 4 days a week.
Okay.
And that's just not healthy. You need your greens. You need to be able to eat stuff. He's got bacterial infections. We need to clean him up, really get him back in a place where he can eat. And I think you're really going to be really surprised by this after. He looks like a totally different person.
Okay. Wow. What'd you do?
Well, we used a combination of procedures to get him back to health, get him confident again, smiling, be able to eat. He doesn't have to eat the mashed potatoes anymore. Now he can eat a salad. He can eat a steak. anything he wants. And I want you to look close at both of these pictures, Randy.
Okay.
Would you say in the before picture that he looks older?
Yes, that's for sure.
Would you say that the after picture is probably more attractive? And we can say that for men and women that
More
go
handsome,
through this
yeah.
procedure. More handsome. Would you say he probably looks more confident?
Yeah.
I can tell you after this procedure...
Doesn't even look like the same guy, by the way. I think anybody could see that.
It almost looks like the before picture could have been his dad.
Yeah, yeah.
It really is that big of a change.
And I said, I take it back. I said, it's just teeth.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's more than just teeth.
It really can change you. He went out and got a job after this. He started driving trucks again. It's something that he had done forever and he really wanted to get back into, but he just didn't feel confident. He didn't want to get a job, and now he's just a totally different person. He can eat whatever he wants. It's crazy how different you can be with just teeth.
Well, when you do these full mouth reconstructions, is it one of those things where people say, I should have done this a long time ago?
I'd say that's the most common thing that we get after. Their only regret is that they should have done it sooner. All of these patients, this is something that's built up over time. It's not, this didn't happen in a day. It's something that took a while, they've been living with. They just adapt to it. It just becomes a new normal. And eventually they say, what am I doing? I got to do something about this. I can be better than this. I can be happier than this. And then they come in and they just have that new confidence, and they're just different people.
Okay, good. Now you have more photos. Now these are from one of your partners, because you said you didn't have signed consents, but they're great examples. They're great examples of what?
Great examples of how people can change, how teeth can change your face, your smile, and just how much different you can look and what that can do for you.
Okay, good. Let's take a look.
So let's take a look at this patient. So take a look at the before picture. He's got spaces in his lower teeth. If you look at his gums on the bottom, they're a little swollen. His edges of his top teeth have a little wear. They're like
flat, those teeth.
They're flattened down in the front. And it gives you an older look. And if you look at the picture, it looks like he's forcing a smile. Somebody made him smile for this picture. It doesn't look like he really wanted to. But then you take a look at the after, and that's somebody who's just smiling.
And this is like one of those full mouth reconstructions.
It's a full mouth reconstruction done in a short amount of time, an appointment or two, and sedated patient, doesn't remember a thing. This patient probably had a tough time eating before, but that's all changed now. He can bite into a burger. He can eat a salad. He can eat Boudin cracklings like we were talking about before.
Okay.
A Louisiana favorite. And it's just completely changes how you can eat.
What do they like more? How it looks or what they could eat?
Well, it depends on the patient, but I think by the end of the day, once they actually have it, it's always both. They come in and they say, I don't really care if I can eat, doc. I just want to be able to smile again. And I'm always thinking, you say that now, but wait till you get them. And every time they come back, I did not realize what I was missing out on with chewing. Just chewing my food. Been struggling this whole time, and I didn't even realize it. With no back teeth, missing front teeth, and everything's just so much easier. I feel great. I look great. And they're healthier too. A lot of these teeth are infected, bad gums and bacteria. It's just not good for your body. Your immune system's just always kicking. And once you get it cleaned up and you can eat right, it has a lot of physical things about your body that
so they're healthier.
Feel a lot better. Yeah, absolutely. I've got another one for you here.
Okay.
Now looking at the before picture, what do you see?
She's just not showing a lot of teeth.
Yeah, and she's probably doing that on purpose because she just doesn't feel that confident. She doesn't want to show any teeth. She's forcing a smile again. It's a common theme. So this is a picture from one of our partners, Dr. McCree. He was nice enough to share some of these with us. He said that this patient had a lot of trouble eating, and that was really her biggest complaint. And we used a combination of procedures to help get teeth that she could smile with and eat with again. And I mean, just look at this after.
Looking good.
She looks so much happier, so much healthier. Her face just looks totally different. This picture was taken in the same lighting, same room, and she just looks like a totally different person. I mean, you can just see the difference in there. Would you say that she looks younger?
Yeah, for sure.
I mean, they look like maybe they were sisters at one time. They don't even look like the same person.
Yeah, yeah.
We got another one here, and this is one of my favorite ones.
Okay.
So this is another one from Dr. McCree, and if you look at the before picture, the first thing you notice is the gap in her front teeth. And for a lot of people, they want to fix that. People get braces, they want to close spaces, and people generally have negative feelings about that, but not everyone. If we take a look at the after picture, there's a gap there still.
You kept the gap.
Yeah, some people own their gap. Some people want to have their unique smile, and that's something that we can do for our patients. It's all about giving someone something that they want. Everyone doesn't have to have perfectly straight teeth with no gaps. You can have your smile back and smile how you want to and be the person you want to be. It doesn't have to be, cookie cutter. We can customize things for our patients.
That's very nice.
And I want you to take a close look at this one. If we look at the before, we have a lot of things going on. There's old fillings, there's broken teeth, there's cavities that we can see. This patient, Dr. McCree told me that she had a lot of root cavities, and that means she probably had dry mouth. And dry mouth is very common. People with on a lot of medications, their mouth gets really dry, and it just wreaks havoc on teeth.
Okay.
And it really destroys them. But if you look at this picture and take a look at the after, I mean, it's a really big difference in this picture. Would you say that she looks younger? I would almost say that the before looks like her mom.
That's true.
You can tell they're related, but it doesn't even look like the same person. She came in and got her hair done. She wants to look good now. She feels good and looks good.
When I think, and we've talked about this in the green room, that I feel like I could spot fake teeth, like veneers, walking down the street, right? Or crown and bridge or whatever. But these look pretty natural. And I'm not trying to side with you. People need to know. I'm just asking the questions. But is this because it's computer designed? Is that like the big help here?
Yeah, that's always our goal, is whenever one of our patients walks down the street, we don't want you to be able to notice that there's been anything done. It just looks like natural teeth that they've kept up with for their whole lives. It's taken a lot of time to get there, a lot of practice, but that's why we're able to deliver results like this. With using digital dentistry and modern materials really makes it a lot easier.
Now, you said that some patients feel hopeless, like that there's no hope for their smile. And it's just, can you expand on that?
So a lot of these patients do feel hopeless when they come in, and they are without hope. They are literally feeling hopeless.
Like there's nothing that can be done.
Like there's nothing that can be done, but that's just not the case. We can help almost anyone. There is hope. We can use that combination of procedures to get new teeth, new smile, have you do things that you weren't able to do before. All right, take a look at this before. So this patient, he really doesn't look confident in his smile. He's got a lot of broken down teeth, a lot of cavities, bad gums. They're probably bleeding gums, and he needs some help. So we do these procedures on him, and if you look at the after, it really fills out his whole smile.
Looking good?
It follows his lower lip line. His smile, would you say that his smile looks really good?
Yeah.
Does that look natural to you?
Yeah.
It looks like they've been there his whole life. He feels really comfortable in this picture. It's really changed everything, and he can eat anything. I mean, biting into salads, hamburgers, everything we talked about before. He's the one lighting up the pot at the crawfish boil. He's the guy.
So now we should mention also, dental insurance, Medicare, Medicaid doesn't really cover these big type of cases. I mean, max payout on the best insurance is like around $1,000. Mm-hmm. But you say people finance this. Is that right?
Yeah, I would say that most people finance it. I would say probably over 80%. These are just regular people like you and I. A lot of times they need a lot of work, and we're happy to have avenues to help them with that. We have multiple companies we work with, and you don't have to have perfect credit to get financing. It's something that's a great option for a lot of people, that allows people to do something that they just, you can't just walk in with a credit card and pay for it all the time. Sometimes you need help, and that's okay, and we can do that.
So we're short on time, and I know you have a stack of photos, so we'll take a look at that. One more.
All right, let's do one more. So with this patient, the first thing you notice is missing front teeth. It's the first thing you see. And, I recently just helped someone just like this. He came in, he said that, I questioned him a little bit about why he was here and stuff, and he didn't really give me the idea that he cared that much about his front teeth. He said, it doesn't really bother me that much. And I said, well, why are you here then? And he said, well, my son's getting married in January, and he told me that I can't go to his wedding if I don't get my front teeth fixed.
Okay.
So, you know, other people notice it and they care about how you look too. It's not always just about how you feel about how you look, but your family cares. They want you to look good. They want you to feel good. So that's just something to consider too at the same time. But when we look at this patient, she looks like a young and pretty patient in the before, even missing those front teeth. And the drastic change between the before and after is just
very nice.
She has a really incredible smile now. Really just fits her face, proportional teeth to her face, and you can tell that she just looks like she really knows she looks good in this picture.
So we're out of time. So somebody watching this, right? They have really bad teeth and gums. They've heard what you have to say. They're not ready to have their full mouth, of extractions. What do you say to them? They've heard you, but they're still skeptical. They're still maybe afraid of the dentist. What do you say?
The hardest part is just taking the first step and coming and see us. All of our consults are complimentary. Just come in, we can talk about it. I'll get to know you, you can get to know me, and you don't have to do anything.
Like just know your options.
Yeah, just know what we can offer, what we can do for you, and what you have the potential to be.
And you say some of these, in just 3 visits, you could completely give them a full mouth, like a complete makeover.
A few visits, sometimes even 2, and often in 24 hours or less. With everything we do with our technology and our lab, we can really fine-tune everything and streamline it to where it doesn't take long at all. No more temporary crowns that you have to stay in for 2 weeks waiting for things to come back from the lab and all that stuff that nobody likes.
You just make it all right there.
We make it all right there in-house.
And IV sedation. What about that nitrous stuff? Do you offer that too?
We do. We absolutely do. We use it a lot of times with the IV sedation.
Like the laughing gas or whatever they call it?
Yep, it works great. It's not quite as strong as IV sedation or oral sedation, but not everyone needs to be sedated. Some people don't have a fear.
I have some dentists on this show doing these complex procedures, and they say, well, I don't really, I just numb them up, give them a little nitrous. Do you think that's insensitive?
I do. No one even wants to lay there and stay open that long. It's just uncomfortable. Just numbing it's great. We numb all of our patients. You need to be numb and comfortable, but it's just, there's so much involved in the procedure that you'll be a lot more comfortable if you don't remember it, if you were real relaxed during the whole thing.
It's very nice.
Just a much better experience. One more thing before we finish. A lot of people think, well, dentists get a bad rap. They get a bad rap for, a lot of people say that some dentists suggest treatment for patients that they don't really need.
Yeah, okay.
And sure, there's maybe a few dentists out there that maybe are bad apples. It's just like anything else. Dentists aren't perfect. But at our office, we're going to sit down with you, be honest with you, tell you what we see, what we can do, and how we can help you, and give you multiple options to choose from about what you can do.
Like from inexpensive or taking care of their immediate problems.
Exactly.
So if somebody wants to make an appointment, do you see them on the appointments? All the appointments, you see them? Okay.
I see everyone that comes in for a consult.
Do they go to the website or just call your office and make an appointment?
Either one, it's up to you. Our website's great, tons of information on it. If you just want to call, that works too.
Okay, good. I want to thank you for coming on the show. Great stuff.
Thank you.
You've been watching the Wellness Hour news that makes you healthier. I'm Randy Alvarez. For now, I wish you good health.